Corey, I have a question for you. Today was a little different for me. I was out in a car ride out in the country because of errands, and so I got to be in a little more of an observer's position my distance rather than in the midst of my experience of participation. And so I just took a time to watch your non-directed and your Zazen in an aesthetic sense. Like, what was the feel? Like, what feeling did I have being able to observe your practice? And I just wondered if you could speak to your internal sense. Here I had the sense of my sense of the watching or the observing, but today in your non-directed or today in your Zazen, if you were to share a sort of just a sense of your internal position, the aesthetic, the stillness, the motion you're experiencing, how would you encapsulate that for us?
At this point in the month, we're cooking. I feel like I'm cooking, so at this point, I'm not, I'm releasing the horses, I'm releasing the horses. I'm opening the gates, and where I'm blocking those gates, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to honestly interact with these places where I'm, whatever it is, afraid, wherever I'm unconsciously, those occult places I don't always interact well with. And I'm sensing into that and somatically, energetically releasing those horses through me. So wherever there's, I'm letting this express. I'm letting this great life energy express. And honestly, interacting with that is sometimes there's this notion of Shikkari. So there's letting go, and there's also grasping, grasping with all of your might. So this is part of the training, is that in order to really let go, there's this, you have to be able to touch this and really face it, and then it opens you up. But so a lot of people love to talk about letting go, but so there's that for me. There's this, okay, I'm grasping this with all of my might, and in the midst of that, I'm letting it through me. Whereas I could easily stand there and not really feel those places, and then this real sublime energy doesn't come through. So that's part of my process, is I'm letting this express. That's my and letting the Tandem inform that, letting dialoguing with form and formlessness, all that, it's really and also my process is I'm honestly, I'm trying to feel you all and try to meet you. That's part of what I'm doing, trying to meet you, trying to meet the room, trying to meet where people are, and see if I can in my meeting people, I can try to help their process along that. So a lot of what happens with Zazen, you go along, and then you're meeting things, and when you meet them, they open. That's part of what the focus does, and so that's part of what I'm trying to do with the group, is become help the group to open in those places. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Does that make any sense to anyone? Okay. Okay. You're the best. Thank you all so much. Any other questions before we go?